When I was in Hitotsubashi University, I studied business, and in the third year, we always read business case from Harvard, one or two case. Most of it is in English, and some is in Japanese. And this is the way how we learn about the company's financial. We learn about company challenge. We learn about company initiative and company management and operation. And we learn about the market. And that's actually become popularized, and most of the business study actually use case study to be the main keys to actually learn and actually apply some of the business framework to it to explain and trying to decode and try to suggest a solution to the business. So it's the same with when the doctor learn how to operate on human. You need to start to learn how to operate on the dead bodies that actually they donate their body to the hospital. In business, we also doing the same thing to the case study. So it's like a simulation for us, and I found that's quite interesting, and book become the major source, or the case study become a major source of something you can learn from, because you can actually learn from many industry. Like I remember when in university there's a case about the company that making a contact lens for chicken. When you see about this, it's quite interesting because they're actually making a contact lens because the death rate of the chicken fighting, and then many of the chicken died. So they actually put in a contact lens, so the chicken cannot see far. They only can see something very near, like their food, what in front of them. So they're not fighting anymore. And this type of things is very interesting. When I was in university, it's a whole new world because it's really expand yourself, travel out of your university and learn about others industry. And often this type of cross-industry knowledge will help you to actually think of some good ideas. And recently I actually had a chance to subscribe to one of the business channel in Japan called Cow TV. The company is actually making the company web page, doing a company consultation, and one of the main business is doing the documentary for the company. So they actually record a legend of the company, like the history, the challenge, the difficulties, the product, something that actually make a case study like in a video base. And I found it very interesting because for me, I would be able to actually access to the experienced people and be able to learn from those experienced people. They once said that once you go up, it's very lonely job because no one will understand you, and you need to responsible for others people action as well. And it's very true for the CEO position that you need to respond for others people action and things. And even though your own decision, many times the decision will be quite difficult. And I think this come to the statement where they're saying that CEO position is very lonely because not many people actually bear that much responsibility, and not many people understand you. But in the modern days, I think that many people are also very lonely because they're saying that human only not going to be lonely when you actually meet the same kind of people that actually have the same passion, have the same dream, or have something. I saw Tiang have an example. My elder brother, where he actually have interest on music, and he found the people who have the same passion toward the same music instrument. I think it's quite amazing that this type of community really can connect people together, and that's something that I think is good. And because of the internet, even though I'm in Thailand right now, I can learn from many people from the US, from the UK, from the Australia, and from the Japan. Thanks to my experience in Japan, so I can actually understanding the Japanese language perfectly. One of the language that I want to master is Chinese, so I can actually understanding Chinese more because Chinese already become the second largest economical power in the world. So back to my experience about Cow TV. What I'm actually found interesting is like this. I find out that you can use this to replace case study. I like their section called Shacho 101. Mean that the basic how to say the CEO room 101. I mean that the basic CEO concept. One of the things that I like about this Cow TV, so I go and check what is their company background, and it's quite interesting to see their company value statement. They're saying that they will live to inspire others people. Their work need to inspire others people. The second thing, they will be responsible to put in effort to make their communication better. So they focus on communication business. The third one is master the listening skill, not speaking skill, but listening skill. Listen properly and be able to reflect out what people said properly. So I found in the documentary they can do a summary very well from what people say, and then they summarize it into a key concept. It's quite interesting. Number 4, rediscover the business in a different angle. So I found they have a good questions. So when people answer, it is quite interesting. And they're saying that be channel to bridge the gap between people, like people who want to work in that company, the consumer who want to know about the company background, and the company to the society. And the next one is create a content that be loved by people for the next 100 years. I see that recently in Japan, they always talking about the vision 100 years, the plan 100 years, love another 100 years. I think it's something that to think about when you're actually doing something in very long term. 100 years is like a human longest lifetime. So when you talk about 100 years from now, it means that probably you will not live that long to see, but you do something like leave a legacy behind. So I think some of their content is quite interesting, and because of their documentary style, it actually make a lot of things that actually supposed to be there freeze for the next generation to come and watch. And next one is they're saying that they will not expand if their action and vision is not matched. They're saying that have a courage not to expand big if the vision and action not match. Mean that they want to walk the talk. Their business will not expand big if they cannot do what they actually really want. And the last one is they're saying that in their business they're trying to balance 3 things. Is first thing is creativity, the capability to create new content, create new ideas, new concept, or creating the inspiration. The second thing they're talking about sellability. I mean the capability to be able to sell, but I think the basic idea it could mean do a content that people want to hear or people want to see, and someone willing to actually pay money for them to do a documentary. And the last one is manageability, mean that they want the quality and delivery to be correctly done. And they only have a few employees. I read their documentary about their own company. I think it's quite interesting. They're saying that they actually go through the 911 and they decided that one day when something happened, right, it's it's a judgmental day that you cannot take it back already, especially your time. So if you don't want to be regret, just do it. Just do something to the max, and you won't regret about your life. And that's why they're starting out this channel. And I think that I'm one of the person who actually benefit, even though I'm not Japanese, but I feel that that mentality also actually inspire me to be able to do something for others people. And we want to do or want to be able to do, and we will make it happen, that make a channel where others people can learn. I think it's not as easy as entertainment channel. I think when when you're searching in Thailand the top 100 channel that people watch, I think majority of it is actually music, video, entertainment, and then come to news, a lot of gossip news, a lot of reality show, a lot of funny little stuff about human life. But for myself, I feel that it's entertainment. People just want to pass time. But the channel that really make a sense out of things, it really benefit the learning, it benefit life, it benefit some things, not so popular. And I found that there's many emerging channel in US and in Japan. Those vlogger become role model for many people. I also subscribe to one of the channel, to one of the psychologists in Japan, Charles. I think it's psychologist in Japan, and it's quite interesting to one day I'll actually doing a vlog about this. And yeah, and I think I try to make myself be able to do vlog about some ideas that I learn, so I can share with others people, not only my team but others people in Thailand or in Malaysia, the country that we have the business, or other country as well. So we make our life more abundance. Thank you.